Narrator starts slowly and thoughtfully. Throughout history, Stoic philosophers have offered profound insights into human nature. Their ideas, rooted in understanding the human mind, behavior, and emotions, still resonate today. In this video, we'll explore 10 amazing Stoic psychological observations, particularly related to women's psychology. These timeless teachings provide a window into how women navigate emotions, relationships, desires, and societal expectations. Although these teachings are ancient, their relevance persists in modern life, reminding us of the enduring wisdom embedded in Stoicism. As we explore these insights, consider how these principles may apply to your own life, your relationships, and your understanding of others. Now let's begin our journey into the minds of Stoic philosophers and their timeless psychological knowledge about women. Point 1. The power of emotional regulation. Emotional regulation lies at the core of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that the ability to manage our emotions, rather than allowing them to control us, was essential to a peaceful and balanced life. For both men and women, mastering one's emotions is crucial for navigating the challenges of life. But for women who are often culturally expected to express emotions more openly, Stoic teachings on emotional regulation can provide a powerful tool for finding inner balance. Seneca once said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." This timeless advice applies universally. Emotional regulation doesn't mean suppressing feelings, but instead, it encourages mindfulness and reflection before reacting. It's about recognizing the emotions as they arise, understanding their root causes, and then making a conscious choice on how to respond. Consider how emotional regulation, a Stoic principle, applies to everyday life. Whether managing stress in the workplace, navigating conflicts in relationships, or dealing with personal struggles. Women, like men, have the power to cultivate this emotional awareness and achieve greater resilience. Through consistent practice, women can develop an inner calm that allows them to respond to life's challenges with grace and wisdom. In a world filled with emotional triggers, Stoicism offers women a path to mastering their reactions and maintaining a sense of control over their inner world. Point 2. The strength and vulnerability. At first glance, Stoicism may seem to promote emotional stoicism or detachment, but in reality, it embraces the concept of strength through vulnerability. Vulnerability, according to Stoicism, is not a sign of weakness, but rather an opportunity for growth. By allowing oneself to be vulnerable, one can learn more about their emotions and better understand their inner strength. Women in particular are often praised for their capacity to nurture and empathize. These traits can sometimes be seen as vulnerabilities, but Stoicism encourages us to view them as strengths. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing." Life's challenges require a balance between strength and vulnerability. Through Stoic principles, women can embrace emotional openness while maintaining the ability to manage those emotions with wisdom and clarity. In relationships, careers, and personal growth, vulnerability allows women to connect deeply with themselves and others. Stoicism does not call for the avoidance of feelings, but encourages embracing them thoughtfully. It teaches that vulnerability, when paired with emotional awareness, becomes a source of resilience. Through this lens, women can find strength in their ability to feel deeply and process emotions with rationality. Point 3. The importance of self-worth. In a world that constantly projects ideals of success, beauty, and value onto women, Stoicism provides a grounding principle. True self-worth is found within, not in external approval or validation. Epictetus famously said, "You are a soul carrying a corpse." This message reminds us that our worth is not defined by the material world or societal standards, but by the virtues we cultivate within ourselves. Women, often subject to societal pressures related to appearance, status, and relationships, can find liberation in Stoicism's focus on intrinsic self-worth. Stoicism teaches that external validation, whether it comes from others' opinions, success in career, or even physical appearance, is fleeting. What matters most is our own understanding of our values, our integrity, and our commitment to living a virtuous life. This insight offers freedom from the anxiety that comes with seeking validation from others. Stoicism encourages women to look inward, to focus on their own growth, and to nurture virtues such as wisdom, courage, and compassion. By aligning one's life with these internal virtues, self-worth becomes unshakable, immune to the changing tides of external opinions or circumstances. Stoic self-worth is about recognizing the inherent value in simply being, in living according to one's values, and in remaining steadfast in the pursuit of personal growth. Point 4. Accepting change as a constant. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the acceptance of change. The Stoics believed in the concept of amor fati, which means loving one's fate. They recognized that life is in a constant state of flux, and that resisting change only leads to suffering. Women who often face unique life transitions, such as motherhood, aging, and shifts in personal relationships, can benefit deeply from this Stoic perspective. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Women often find themselves navigating significant transitions in their personal and professional lives. And this quote reminds us that change is not to be feared, but embraced as part of the natural order. By aligning with the Stoic principle of accepting and even loving these changes, women can approach life's challenges with grace and a sense of peace. Stoicism offers tools for finding strength in the face of change. It encourages us to view each transition not as a disruption, but as an opportunity for growth. Women can apply this mindset to everything from major life events, such as starting a new career or raising children, to the smaller, everyday changes that shape their lives. In accepting change, women can cultivate resilience, adaptability, and inner strength. Point 5. Emotional detachment from external judgments. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of detaching from external judgments, a lesson that holds great significance for women who often bear the weight of societal expectations and judgments. Women are frequently judged on everything from their appearance to their life choices, often facing external pressures that can lead to feelings of inadequacy. Stoicism teaches us that these external opinions are beyond our control, and therefore should not define our sense of self-worth. By learning to detach from these judgments, women can find freedom from the expectations of others. This emotional detachment is not about indifference, but about recognizing that our value does not depend on the opinions of others. By practicing Stoic detachment, women can build an inner fortress, unshaken by criticism or praise. They can learn to trust their own judgment and remain grounded in their values, regardless of external circumstances. Point 6. Inner peace through acceptance. One of the most powerful psychological insights from Stoicism is the idea of achieving inner peace through acceptance. Epictetus taught that there are two kinds of things in life, those that are within our control and those that are not. To achieve peace, we must focus only on what we can control while letting go of everything else. For women, this teaching can be incredibly liberating. In a world where so many factors, such as societal expectations, external opinions, or even personal relationships, can seem overwhelming, Stoicism provides clarity. It reminds us that we do not need to control or manage everything around us. Instead, true power lies in accepting what we cannot change and focusing on how we respond to life's inevitable challenges. This principle applies to all areas of life, from career pressures to personal dynamics. By accepting that we cannot control the actions of others or external events, we are free to invest our energy into the things we can control, our thoughts, actions, and decisions. For women, embracing this Stoic perspective can lead to a profound sense of inner peace, as it helps to reduce anxiety, frustration, and feelings of inadequacy. When a woman learns to let go of the desire to control every outcome and instead embraces the power of acceptance, she discovers a deeper sense of freedom. Inner peace, according to Stoicism, is not the absence of difficulty, but the calm acceptance of life's inevitable ups and downs. Point 7. Relationships as a mirror of virtue. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." In Stoic philosophy, relationships are viewed as a reflection of one's virtues and values. This insight is particularly important for women who often find themselves at the heart of social and familial connections. Women are naturally empathetic and nurturing, often placing a high value on relationships. But Stoicism teaches that while relationships are important, they must be rooted in mutual respect, growth, and shared virtues. If a relationship does not reflect these values, it may become a source of frustration or emotional imbalance. In a Stoic framework, relationships serve as a mirror, reflecting back our virtues and areas for improvement. Women can apply this principle by evaluating the quality of their connections, whether romantic, familial, or friendships. A relationship grounded in respect and virtue will encourage personal growth, while one based on superficial values may hinder progress. Stoicism reminds us that relationships should help us flourish, not diminish our sense of self-worth. For women who often prioritize the well-being of others, this teaching offers a valuable reminder to invest in relationships that reflect their own growth, values, and virtue. By doing so, they can nurture connections that not only enrich their lives, but also help them achieve greater wisdom and balance. Point 8. The courage to speak truth. Courage, one of the 4 cardinal Stoic virtues, is about more than facing physical danger. It's about speaking the truth, even when it's difficult. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." For women, the courage to speak their truth, despite societal pressures or personal fears, is a profound Stoic lesson. Throughout history, women have been encouraged to remain silent or conform to certain roles. However, Stoicism teaches that true courage is found in standing firm in one's values and speaking out when necessary. Whether it's in the context of relationships, professional settings, or societal issues, Stoicism encourages women to find their voice and use it with conviction. Speaking the truth, according to Stoic philosophy, is not just an act of honesty, but an act of integrity and self-respect. Women who practice Stoic courage are able to navigate difficult conversations, stand up for what they believe in, and express themselves authentically without fear of judgment or rejection. This courage is not about loudness or confrontation, it's about quiet confidence. The confidence to live in accordance with one's values, even when others may not agree. Stoic courage empowers women to speak their truth with clarity and compassion, creating a path for deeper self-understanding and more meaningful connections. Point 9. Navigating desires with reason. Desires are a natural part of life, but Stoicism teaches us to govern them with reason. The Stoics did not reject desires altogether, but rather emphasized the importance of understanding and managing them. Epictetus cautioned that we become slaves to our desires if we allow them to control us. This teaching holds particular relevance for women who often face external pressures regarding success, beauty, or relationships. In modern society, women are often bombarded with messages about what they should want, whether it's the perfect career, the ideal family, or a flawless appearance. Stoicism reminds us to pause and reflect on these desires. Are they truly aligned with our values and virtues, or are they imposed by external expectations? Stoicism teaches that we must question our desires with reason. Women can apply this by assessing the motivations behind their goals and aspirations. Are they pursuing these desires out of genuine personal growth, or are they chasing societal ideals? By navigating desires through reason, women can cultivate a sense of fulfillment that is grounded in authenticity rather than external validation. This principle encourages women to detach from unnecessary or superficial desires, focusing instead on what truly matters: virtue, wisdom, and personal growth. By doing so, they free themselves from the anxiety that often accompanies unfulfilled desires and find peace in pursuing goals that align with their true selves. Point 10. Living with purpose and virtue. The Stoics believed that the ultimate goal of life is to live with purpose and virtue. For women, this teaching is especially empowering as it encourages a focus on personal growth, wisdom, and integrity, rather than external measures of success. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." For women, living with purpose means aligning their actions with their values and striving to embody virtues such as wisdom, courage, and compassion. It's about rejecting superficial goals in favor of a life that is rich with meaning and inner fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes not from wealth, status, or appearance, but from living a life in accordance with one's principles. By cultivating virtues and living with intention, women can create a sense of purpose that transcends external circumstances. Living with purpose requires mindfulness, self-reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. For women, this means embracing their strengths, acknowledging their challenges, and continually striving to live a life of meaning. Stoicism offers a pathway to this deeper sense of fulfillment, reminding women that their true worth lies not in what they achieve externally, but in how they live internally, guided by virtue and wisdom. And so, we have journeyed through 10 profound Stoic insights, each offering timeless psychological knowledge that applies to the lives of women today. From emotional regulation to living with purpose, these teachings provide a roadmap for navigating life's complexities with wisdom, courage, and grace. As we reflect on these teachings, remember that Stoicism is not about detaching from life, but engaging with it fully. It offers women the tools to live with clarity, intention, and inner strength, regardless of the challenges they may face. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Stoic philosophy. May these timeless insights continue to inspire and guide you on your own path.